Hi, my name is Lost Ninja. You're watching Lost Ninja Plays Eskatologist Modpack version 3.2.6. This is episode 33, and we're continuing where I left off, which is basically I want to place some stuff to store power. Where is my spider? Not every day you hear people saying, "Where is my spider?" But hey. Right, there is my spider. Get out, back out of there, you see. It's a bit difficult. That is currently powering everything, which is good. The problem I've got is, in a way, it's not a real problem. No, it is a real problem. It's a problem with no real solution, I suppose would be a better way of putting it. I'm not certain how to connect what I've got with where I want to be, if you see what I mean. Right, so first things first, we'll place 6 of those down there. Oh no, we won't. We placed them in the wrong place. Doh. Right, we'll take 6 of those out of there and we'll place those. That's better. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Right, now we've got 6 of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of those and one of those. These are empty at the moment because I've got no power coming in to them. Right, so I put the batteries down here. They should, yeah, they're connected there. So we go back to the controller and we say, ooh, these batteries need to be input. So we put input on them. Yep, like that. The only thing we want to change, the priority of that so it's higher. Because if that runs out of power, and we're having another system in a minute, if that runs out of power, we're screwed. We'll also do the same for that one. So we don't want that to run out of power either. Okay. And then we'll place these batteries physically into the devices. Okay. These ones in a minute will get the same treatment and go here. Okay, we can put facades on there so you can actually see it. Well, you can see it. You'll be able to see it disappearing, but you won't see it where it disappears to, I should say, perhaps. At the moment, I think I'm going to leave. I've got that axe still yet. I'm going to put that laser under here to go so that I will actually retain a laser connection between one of those and the underneath of that thing. So the thing is, if this thing stops running because there's no power, yeah, the whole system will just stop. And that's something I did find with the old system. Right, not my old system, the old layout for this one, prior to starting to play this particular version of the playthrough, was that I would frequently end up with this going down and then that would go down as well, so you've got no power, and yeah, well, I should not be doing that. Probably that these are not producing enough power and there's no output to these only input at the moment. But we can fix that. Right, so our second channel is another XNet channel, an energy channel. This is power out. Or we call it energy out, shall we? Energy out. And this is actually not so much energy out, this is energy to the machines. So we're going to have an extract on that. And an extract on that. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. An extract on that one. And then another insert on there. Again with a high priority. And then the same with that one. That now should be perfectly flowing. And these are full, but not totally full. Right, so that's sorted out. So we can take those out of our bags. And we'll grab the batteries out of that one. And pick these 2 batteries up as well. I've got to make another one. But it's not urgent at the moment. Right, so now what we need to do is then obviously plumb these 2 in with the insert, export, insert, no, insert, export, there we go. So they will be getting it from these things, but they're not getting it from the solar panels, which are not currently plumbed in. We should have 3 of those left. I need more than that, but it's an incredibly strong system, actually, I think. I mean, it's probably my favourite power system I've found yet. Not power system, yeah, item moving system, I suppose. But yeah, we place that up there. Of course, they can share that one. Select the network, that one, obviously. And then that then gets input off that one, but not the other one. It's not as high a priority as the other two, but because it's part of responsible for producing lava that generates the power, it's a bit more important, if you see what I mean. I suppose I ought to put it on both, but at a lower priority. The thing is, if I use things like 150 and stuff, it's much easier to remember. So, you know, if I said that one's going to be 1 and that one's going to be... No, sorry, that one's 2 and that's 1, and, oh, well, that means I'll have to change that one to make that one 2 and that one 3 or whatever, and it just... Doing it that way just makes things so much easier. Right. To be honest, I have no idea how these things are supposed to work. My understanding was if any of these batteries are glowy like that, yeah, they should then share their power to the batteries around them. But that doesn't seem to be the case, so I'm not altogether certain how that works. Right, so we've got a cable coming out here. This cable here is what will go up to the roof. The roof? Oh. No. It's daylight! Hurrah! Right, so we now need to put that one there. Got to that, that's alright. That one there, and 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another one of those. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that one there and that one there, and I can. The other thing I don't like about them is they do actually take up a full block space. These cables, yeah, they're not. They look like they're, you know, a single thing, but they're not. They're a full block in size, and I can live with it. It's just annoying, particularly as you're not actually clicking on a full block. Okay, so that will take me up to the roof, and that will get all the solar power going into the system. So this goes on to the input thing here. So we've got input, insert, insert. Yep. These things now should get lots and lots of power, but they're not. Don't know what's going on. That one's actually going down. What's going on? My mind, it's gone bang. Yeah, so I'm not certain what's going on there. Oh, because I've got them on insert, not extract. Dolt. I was thinking, yeah, no, they're inserting into the system, but they're extracting from here into the system. Right, so these should now be counting up, but they're not. That one's going up. I suppose it will fill each one individually. Ah, I think it's because I've got them set to distribute. Possibly. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, turn that one off. What happens? That one counts down, which is what I would expect. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Well, when I had this set up in my previous episode 32 and 33 and stuff, it worked. it worked quite well, which is why I made up my mind to actually implement the whole system the rest of the time. And it's not working now. One of those things, I suppose. It's probably me having done something wrong, but I don't know what. And I think I know what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to have one there, and I'm going to have one there, but not one there. Well, no, we're not one there. So basically every room is going to have, well, initially they're just going to be sitting on them. How many have I got those? I've got like 90 odd, so I should be alright. I've got 16, that gives me 8. No, I need more than that. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's right. Because it's the thing that's annoying me the most now. Normally, you see, I have a room that's 15 by 15, and I try and cram as much tech into that as possible. Yeah. And I don't have this, so I would have one of these in the middle of a 15 by 15 room. So I can always get up and down. Of course, because I've built my room differently this time, I'm not in that position to do that. Which has left me in this situation where I'm having to jump up and down a lot. But I'm doing it by, you know, running into a different room, jumping up and down, running into a different room, jumping up and down, and it's just... This one's different because obviously I've got that in the middle of there, and that one. Can't do it in here. Can do it in all the others. I don't know. There's something about that stuff that just makes me, the red stuff, not the glass I'm pointing at. This stuff, it just makes me feel. I like it. I just think it looks great. The other crops don't look as good, I don't think. But yeah, that does look good, I think. Okay, so we will be using those in the future, I think. Ah, why is that not connected to anything? Oh, there we go. Ooh. My poor little heart went bumpty, 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 bump. I think I know what the issue is. I think it's this being next to it. Because if you think about it... Oh yeah, that's why. Right, so if that's not going to work like that, can we put it there, do you think? We can put it there. Will it work there is really the question, though. Probably. Right, I'll tell you one thing I do want to do. Have we got to decide whether I'm going to have this room go black? Don't know. I need to go mining as well. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make another couple of crafters. See how many more I can make. One. I've got a fair old amount of quartz. I haven't got anything to craft it with. Surely that stuff would be under Q. And that certainly was in my... Sure, mate. Wasn't it? Quartz enriched iron. So why have I not got that as a crafting recipe? Only craftables. I have got no crafting recipes at all. I have no idea what's going on with that. Let's just grab them all out. It doesn't matter what place they're in, as long as they actually work. I noticed I haven't got any other ones from downstairs either, which is I don't know. I have actually had this issue before. I don't know what causes it. Oh, I've got crafting recipes again. Let's do 64 of them. Start. I grab those out of there as well. Right. Yeah, that's got all of them again, which is good. I'll tell you what I will do though. I've got printed. Yeah, I haven't got any of those left over, and to get those I would need silicon. So I would, but I'm not going to after all. Right, so let's put these into there. Let's make 4. Do that. Oh look, I haven't got enough of those to do speed. Let's make another 20 of them. Start. Right, so the next thing I want to add to my crafting system, because I need something that will craft quickly, is RF tools. I want RF tools in it because we can make a thing called a builder, and the builder can be set up to function like a buildcraft quarry. In fact, that's the only thing I've ever used it for, to be fair. You can use it to build things as well, but I wouldn't know how to do that. So I need to be able to make liquid monitor, no. RF monitor, no. I don't know where it is, to be honest. I haven't made it very often. I've got a machine infuser. I can't currently. I can make them with that, but that's expensive, and I haven't adjusted that recipe yet. Or I have, but I've unadjusted it, well, because I can still get those spawning in the nether in the end, which I haven't sorted out yet. Right, so what I need to do, I don't think. Oh, maybe we can make those this time. What I need to make then is a builder block, which means I need to tell it how to make bricks, I suppose. No, better plan. Let's just make a shitload of bricks. I've got plenty of clay, so we'll just do 3 stacks of those to turn them into bricks. Oh, that's not going to last very well though, is it? Because it's not actually connected to power at the moment. Right, can we just make one builder rather than adding it to the recipe? Builder block. No, we need 16 and we've only got 3. Oh, what? Hang on, how does that work? Brick. I got loads of bricks. Why did it say I couldn't do it then? No, it said I didn't have enough. I didn't have any of the items on that I wanted to make the builder from. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. It makes no sense to my poor brain. We'll make one of those and then a builder. Now, the first time I used these, I thought that I needed to make these space chamber controller blocks, but I have since used it without, so I'm not certain if they're actually necessary or not. However, to make the type of quarry I want to make, I want clearing quarries. You can actually make quarries that replace everything with dirt blocks, which I could sort of see as being a useful way of grinding out dirt. Well, you make a quarry that turns power into dirt. You make a builder that turns power into dirt, and then you make another one that clears out the dirt, and then you stick the dirt into your inventory system. So I don't know. Anyway, the plan is at the moment to make a clearing quarry, which is made with that one. Oh, hang on. Let's before we go any further, let's actually look at the right system. So we got to go clearing quarry. I would like to make a fortune clearing quarry, but that's more expensive. I don't have any gas tiers, certainly. I actually have everything else, but I don't have any gas tiers. So anyway, let's go. We want to go for the fortune. Just the clearing quarry, which needs which means we need to... Yeah, we want the recipe for that. We want the recipe for that because it means that we... what's that one? That is the... Oh, shape card quarry. Shape card. Yeah. Okay. That's the shape card, and that's the shape card quarry. It means we can... the builder block itself, we probably only make 2 of those, two or 3 at most. Unless we do decide to do that system with the... to make dirt, which is unlikely, to be fair. Because once we've got a quarry going, we probably don't need to actually find any dirt. But the shape card itself, we'll probably make quite a few over time. Just because of the way that you go through them. Alright, there we go. I've got a builder there. The next thing I want to add to the system, I want XNet. But not that XNet. I've got a different XNet now. Well, I need flux. I don't know how much flux I've got, if any. Flux is annoying because you can only make it by dropping redstone into fire. Or lava, it says as well, I think. Which is why I've got a block of netherrack sitting outside of my lawn. Apparently I don't have a flint and steel. Although why it's flint and steel, not flint and iron, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Eventually I'm planning on adding a recipe for it, but I haven't got that far yet. Right, so I think what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try dropping those onto... No. Dropping those onto the fire first. Yeah, that works better. But in the past I've always thrown those onto the fire. I've always been a bit sort of dubious about it. Anyway, we shouldn't need any more flux for a while, so we don't need to make a recipe for it at the moment. Right, so that's the flux. We need to be able to make flux cores, which means we need to be able to make ender pearls, not ender pearls, Eye of the Ender. We won't do it for blaze powder. We want to make flux plugs. Actually, no, we don't. We really want flux points. We've got a flux plug. That's all we really need. There is a controller, and there's a couple of... Well, there's basic, which is flux block. Flux blocks are quite expensive. They're either one of those, or you can drop a block of redstone into the fire. They're not, I suppose, in that way, they're not that expensive. But yeah. The Gargantium requires the Herculean, and the Herculean requires the thingy. So yeah, it's... I'm not going to add it yet, but we will add that recipe because it's the sort of recipe we need periodically. Pardon me. Right, let's go back into there and put that away and that away. How are we doing for speed controllers? I used to make speed controllers for radio controlled cars, believe it or not. Once upon a time in my dim and distant past. Dim and distant. I never decent past. No, I used to work for a company called Emtronics, who made speed controllers for radio controlled cars. I assume nowadays they also make them for things like drones and stuff, but it was so long ago, I can't really ring them up and say, yeah, do you still do such and such? Because, well, not the thing you do nowadays, is it really? I need 4 more, no, I need 8 more speed controllers, right. And then I really need to go mining, because I'm going to get, what did I say, 8 more. But I want to make that, and one of the, what do we call them? Quarry. So I want a quarry card. Missing. Ah. So did we not tell it to shape card quarry? I thought we'd told it to make that one. Apparently not. Oh, we've got a quantum quarry as well. Didn't know about that one. Right, shape card quarry, which I think is that one we need to make as well. Yeah, we made those and that, but we didn't make that bit. Right. But I'm not even certain we did that. But anyway, let's pop those away. Yes, we did make the shape one. Right. So quarry again. Quarry again. Let's quarry again. Like we did last summer. Whoa, let's quarry again. Like we did last year. Right, and we want a flux plug point even. One of those as well. I'll tell you the thing we do need, thinking about it. We need 2 more things. Well, we need 3 more items, 3 more blocks, 2 more items. Well, we need a lever. That wasn't actually counted in what I was thinking about. So we need a lever. We need a ender chest. In fact, we need 2 ender chests, but not that type of ender chest. We need that type of ender chest. And I'm not going to put a recipe in. I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, that is the recipe though, isn't it? Oh, I haven't got enough blaze rods. Yay. Right, so it means the thing is, I can't remember in this version of what we've been doing how I have my... the other thing we want to make is a thing to... how have we got on? We've got all that, but the question I have is this. How is it set up? Upstairs, because it's not set up properly. Bugger. I had set it up in as one of my previous playthrough things with some blaze spawners up there as well. And I haven't got them there now. Which means I've got to do that again. Oh, no, it means oh, woe is me. I'm not ready for what I want to do. Okay, so let's put all that away. I'm not ready for it after all. I'll need the squid and the cat and 2 moving ones. That should be enough. Should be. Don't say it will be, but it should be. So we'll go out here and we'll go grab the blaze spawners, which are there. All I want. Oh well, last time I did it with skeletons as well. But I don't really need the skeletons, to be honest. I was using skeletons because I thought, well, what the hell not, sort of thing. Why the hell not, indeed. Right, I need to go up there then and place these into the system. This system actually works really well. I have found. What it doesn't do, sadly, it doesn't deal well with that working. That seems to be working. It doesn't work well with magma slimes, and I could get quite a lot of magma slimes, but I can't do it. I think what I wasn't going to do this. I think I'm going to place the blazes on top of these things. That would make more sense, really, wouldn't it? I'll do them both at the same time, so I don't have to worry so much about being ganked by blazes. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Right, I have only got one of those. The other one's gone downstairs somewhere. which is not great. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So whether I can get back out of here without issue. I might be able to do it. There we go. Right. I need that. That's what I actually wanted. I've got to go back upstairs and brave their hideousnesses. Don't need those now. Oh no, I do. I need one of those. Because it's still got this monster spawner in it. I'm thinking I put the protection in there. I'm hoping I put the protection in there, because if I haven't, I'm not going to be happy when it starts blowing up. To be honest, I don't really need that in, but I'm going to have it anyway. What the heck? And I'll get out like that. It's the easiest way of doing it. Should have thought of that before. They're definitely exploding. They don't seem to be doing any damage. I don't know if that's just the stuff there's too powerful for them to damage, or if it's some other reason. But they don't seem to be dropping blaze rods, which is a little bit on the annoying side. What I'm going to do is go back to the overworld briefly and grab some glass. Or a door. Maybe I'll just grab a door. Yeah, I think I'll just grab a door if I've got a spare door. I have a feeling I threw the doors out there. Door. No, I've got a spare door. Right, so we'll have a door there instead. We won't use that door though, because if we use that door, we won't be able to see through it. We would be able to see through that door, but I don't like that door. What about that door? I don't like that one either. I'm a fussy bugger, aren't I? What are jungle doors like? Oh, I'll have one of those. Oh, I can see through it, which is what I really wanted to know about. Not really care about the rest of it. As long as I can see through. That one you can't see through, so it's a bit sort of... There's nothing wrong with it, it's just, if you can see through it, it's going to be, you're going to have a better job seeing the things that are trying to kill you. Yeah? I will, however, take one of the blocks from down here, rather than trying to... Oh no, that's probably not a good place to want to get. Those ones there would be a good idea to remove, because they are actually at spawning height, I think. Yeah. So if we remove those, would be a good thing. And grab the one that escaped into there from that. Okay. I don't know, because I don't really know. That is like that. They can watch them. They can watch me as well. It's not ideal because they don't float, they don't fall to the ground. And they can shoot through the door, apparently. They can't shoot me now, though. That's alright. I don't know. I'm thinking I might want my bow and arrow, but I think I left my bow and arrow behind, didn't I? Well, I think I can add a module to that which provides player damage. And I might do that to try and get them to drop blaze rods. Because the Endermen are being killed off here and are dropping ender pearls, but the blazes just don't drop blaze rods, seemingly. Which is a bit annoying. But that's the thing I need most. At the moment, what I will do is I'll go back to the overworld. I will grab my bow and arrow. Possibly, yeah. Put the. I have got, I think, an infinity book, so we'll put the infinity book on it. One infinity book. Power 2 punch, flame and power 2. So we can, if we do this right, we can combine the various different bits that we want onto that. Right, so what we're going to do is we've got about 2 bows out there. We want to put all of those into there and grab some books. Don't really need 64 of the buggers, but what the heck. Ah! We can't do it yet. We need some of those first. Can we make 20 of those? We can. Oh hell, that was quick, wasn't it? I love that stuff. Alright, so let's go downstairs and make some changes down here. I'm not certain how I'm going to do it either. I can't break those from down here. I can break those, alright, that's alright. I didn't want to break that one. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll place that one on that one and then jump up and we'll break all these that way. To be fair, it's only that one, and that one I really want on this system at the moment. That's not to say I'm going to put everything else on this system, but those are the only ones that actually need to be on the system. Right, and then that to there, and then we will use. Now this is where I'm this is where I had problems last time. Not problems. How do I link this system to there, without putting wires all over the place? I think I'm going to go up there. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is put them. It's annoying having to. Oh, I can tell you what I can do. I can get rid of that, but I'll stand on it for now. Let's grab that. See if we can get into that hole, because that would be perfect. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to place that along there like that. And then we're going to use, well, we're not going to use those there. We're going to use, oh, well, that goes into there like that, isn't it? Right. So we've got wish it would just work like a ladder works, but it doesn't. No, I suppose it makes it so that it's not so overpowered. What that would be, a yellow white one, wouldn't it? Bugger. Doesn't. The way it works is if you push against a wall in any direction, so forwards, backwards, or sideways, it will climb the wall. Yeah, like you would a ladder. But to hold yourself in position, you've got to push it in the direction you want to stick to the wall, and then hold the sneak key down. Well, it's not that. It's the fact that you trained from an early age, or from virtually from starting playing Minecraft, that you to stick to a ladder. Yeah, you get onto it and then hold the sneak key, but you don't have to hold any other keys. Yeah, so it makes it a bit sort of. it makes it difficult to remember what you're trying to do. Like there, I fell and I didn't want to fall there. I mean, I could go up the normal way to there, but... Right. And then sometimes you say damage randomly, which is different. Okay, so the other one I am going to add to the system from XNet, which I'm going to do right this minute, because I want it. That one. And then we want to add the facade, which is wool, which we've got freaking loads of. But even if we haven't, we'll put a recipe in for wool, white wool anyway. And then the facade itself is really easy to make. I don't know what the redstone proxy does. We've got paper. We have to make glass manually at the moment, so we haven't got anything set up for that part of the system. So wool. And then what do we call it? Facade, yes. Facade. We want to make, oh, I don't know, let's make 20 of them. Start. Oh, well, we've got 32. How about that? Right, so basically, to make this thing work, you just do shift right click on something. So it tells you facade is now mimicking tile environmental tech alabaster.name. And then all you do is you right click them onto the whatever you're mimicking. I can't remember what I was mimicking there. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the... So we'll do it on that black one. There we go. Yeah, so that works. The thing that this does that EnderIO didn't do is I can mimic stone steps. Yeah, so I could put a stone step under there, which would make it look like it was just the standard thing. I'm not going to do that, but I could do. I'm not going to do that because they don't actually look great. Right, so I'm now mimicking stone bricks, which is what I wanted. So we will, oh yeah, shift right click on that. Shift right click on that. You would never know that there is anything underneath it. The only thing you can't do is I can't place that down into that hole without actually putting a conduit in there first, which isn't great. What's I thought? Can I use it to... Wow, I can that is cool. That is really cool. What's this stuff called? Network cable. I just want to try that out to see what it looks like. And then crash the game, yeah. Well, I have everything. Oh, that is cool. Completely fake. It's the fact it's lit up as well. I was expecting it not to light up. I wonder if it's the sort of thing you perhaps want to have on a blacklist so that you can't do such a thing. But oh, we need to go down and set these new blocks up. So this is the power channel they're on. So they're going to receive power from that. I'm going to do it to all of them because obviously that's the one I want. So they're going to insert power into them. And those are inserts as well. But that one, at the moment it's not going to do anything, but eventually it will go into the ender chest, which I'm going to build as soon as I've got some bloody blaze rods. Bloody blaze rods, because I'll have mashed them finally from the corpses of the bloody blazes. Right, put that out of the way, get that in there. Right, so if you see this one, it's got 300,000 crystal flux in it. The issue I've had in the past is, yeah, it takes ages to recharge it, so you can't, you know, pull things off these quickly because you've got to wait for this thing to recharge. Doing it like this though, bang. Oh, I want the book in there as well. Right, so I've got, let's see, I've got flame, power, punch, power, and infinity. So I'm basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oh no, first I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that power and that power, so I get power 3. What the hell? I had loads of XP before, didn't I? Like 28 levels. Where the hell's it gone? I don't know. I don't understand that at all. I should have loads of XP. Well, maybe not loads of XP, but enough XP to do that. Well, in that case, let's see. How do we make one of those? It's obsidian and 3 iron ingots. We can make that fairly easily then. Right. Oh, I suppose what we could do is just get the arrows and an anvil. Ooh, 16 blocks of iron left. Ouch. Oh, chihuahua. Right, where is my iron? There is my iron. I'm going to need a new anvil fairly soon anyway, because that one's very damaged now. So let's go over here and put that in here. I don't know, there maybe? No, there. Obviously not there because we can't do that. Right, I think... oh, I don't know. What do I do with that tap? That tap. So we'll just get all this XP. I don't know. That looks rather suspicious, I think. Power 2 plus power 2 costs 3. Right. So now we put it in with a bow. We've got power 3 on a bow. We've got... Flame's not going to give us anything up in this place, is it? So we'll put infinity on. The last one I made, it had all sorts of good stuff in it. But anyway, yes. Alright, let's put these into our bag so that we can... There is a way around it. What you do is you use the fans from the mob spawner thing that I got that tap from. And you can use that to do it. You can use that to make the blazes sink down. I think there's a way of using well, there's an enchantment to do it's opposite of levitation. I can't remember what it's called. It was added in a time before I actually was back playing the game on a regular basis. Hang on, if we put that into our offhand, we can probably not. Oh no, it does. It works. That's great. Great. They can't set me on fire, and the little things don't fire at me very well. How many arrows have I got left? Oh, I've got infinity, haven't I? I can just keep firing then, can't I? Way! I've been, picking my shots because, I didn't want to use all my arrows up. I've forgotten to go infinity. Basically, what I would end up doing probably is I would put, I don't know, 9 fans right in the middle. So as soon as they go over this middle bit, they get shoved to the bottom. It's not that important though. This works for now, and they don't seem to be dropping blaze rods at the bottom of there anyway. So it's not like shoving them to the bottom of there is going to make it work better. But I think I've probably got enough blaze rods now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh yes, baby. That's great. Next thing I want to do then is build some enchanting stuff to bring up to here, so that I can enchant stuff. Books directly, probably. Let's see if we can't get some better enchants for the rest of my equipment. Efficiency 5 would be a nice one. Right. Oh, we'll put that in there to repair. With that. I'm guessing that probably all needs repairing as well. And these things now work a lot better as well, because they don't run out of power as quickly. Well, the thing is, the lasers could be upgraded, yeah. So I could have upgraded them so that they were to the point where, you know, they would provide enough power anyway. But it wasn't something that would work terribly efficiently, for something. Right, so put that away. That can go in my bag. Ah, no, that doesn't go in there. That doesn't go in there. That technically doesn't go in there. I'll tell you what we'll do with that. Actually, we'll put it in there to repair it. I don't know where that wooden axe came from. I've got another one though, so I've got loads of them now. I will put one arrow back in my bag. That's all I need. I'll put that in my bag so I don't need that out where I'm going next. I think actually I'm going to set my mine up, my quarry up even, in the nether. But I'm not certain. Anyway, let's look up chest again. Now we've got 2 of the buggers. Or we've got enough to make 2 of the buggers. Just to make sure we didn't make one, because I think did we not make one? We did make one, so we won't make. Actually, we will. We'll make. We won't make 2. We've got 2, so that's fine. We'll make 20 of those, just for the hell of it, you know, because we need them in the bank. Right. So I'm going to go to the nether. Let's put those away. Quarry. So we've got a clearing quarry for the nether. We've got a builder. Yep. We've got a flux thingamajig. Flux point, which is what we wanted. I think we're going to need to make an enchanting table and another chunk loader. So we will do that. In fact, we'll make 2 of those, so we want an enchanting table as well. Gold. Gold, there's me gold. Right, and ender pearl. We've got loads of ender pearls, but I can't find any. There we go. 1 ender pearl. Okay, so we've got a chunk loader. We'll put that into the bank for now. What pets do we need out in the nether? We need a magma cube, yes. We need sheep. Don't like the sheep, because it keeps giving me wool. We will keep the cow pet out, because, well, why not? We will have that out. We don't need that out. We want that out as well. Although I think we'll carry that offhand from now on, because it works so much better when it was offhand, doesn't it? Right, don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do first. Speed first. We want half of those. No, we want 2, 3. We want 3 of those. Can we make? Yeah, we did. We could make one of those. Right, one of those. Start. We want import, like so. And we want to put one of those chests there, with that on top of it, with all of that inside it. The other one of these will go on top of the builder in the end, or the nether, or wherever I end up building, and that will then import it into the system. The other thing I need to make before I go any further, I'd forgotten about those. Right, well, the other thing I want to make is, if we go to RF Tools, I'm not certain how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to have to spawn something in, because I don't think there's any way of doing it otherwise. Storage filter module. I don't need it so much in the Nether, because it's not an issue, really. But I want to be able to say, don't mine chests, don't mine spawners. That's why I sort of, I'm thinking, well, I can't do it without spawning a spawner in. I think it's a case of something along the lines of give Minecraft. Is it Minecraft like that? Yeah, Minecraft mob spawner Lost Ninja 1. Oh, I see. I've got them all the way around. Right, that's fine then. I can live with that. Oh, because some commands are that way around, some commands are the other way around. Right, so I've got one mob spawner. I'm just going to literally place it into here with the chest and then delete it. I don't actually want a mob spawner like that. But I can't think of a way of adding it to this filter without doing so. This is a whitelist. I actually want to change it to a blacklist. Blacklist items. Oh, it's... It's now a blacklist, I would have said. Or dictionary on. NBT off. Ignore NBT. Ignore damage. Don't match mod. Right. But then it's still... Oh yeah, no, it's now mode blacklist. Basically, it means that when this is mining through an area, it won't break chests and it won't break spawners. As I say, in the Nether, that's not really a major issue, because the only spawners there on a regular basis in the areas I'm most likely to be mining, because I'm after ore rather than nether brick. The only spawns I'm likely to come across are the odd blaze spawner, if I haven't noticed it, sort of thing. I'm going to use it because obviously, if I find I've built sorted out an area. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. It's all very complicated. Right, so let's go to ETP. The reason I'm not certain how ETP is working is it's still here. I've bloody removed that once. That should have been removed from the game, as in, yeah, the mod's no longer installed. That's why it's still full of lava. I have no idea what's going on there then. Right, anyway, so what I'm going to do is this. First of all, we place that down. Place that down into the next... Oh, hang on. Let's put that into there so it's always in my offhand. That's good. Of course, I left my pick behind, didn't I? So we place that into there. That's Bob the Builder. Right, so we place that in to stop those. And that we don't use yet. And we're not interested in those. Make sound, no sound. Don't care about entities. We don't want to do that. We'll do that before we set it going. So the thing I haven't brought with me, which I should have done, is lever. Please select network, that one. Alright, so that should get some power. It restores 10 million power, so it's going to cane my power, basically. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to get that bit, and you shift right click onto the builder. That selects it as the first corner. And then you want to, I think we'll do it from there. So that's the first corner of the whatever we're building, or breaking in my case. And then you need to go. Then you need to go back to the overworld because you haven't brought a pick with you. And if you don't have a pick, you can't dig the hole to get to the point where you're actually doing it. The other issue is I don't think I have any. armour on, which is always a bad sign. And the other thing is that's going to take Unbreaking Silk Touch. Not really what I wanted. I think what I'll do is I'll leave that behind and take the spare one. And then F11 again, back to ETP. Who hasn't got their bow at home? In their bag. No, it's being repaired. What a mess. Right, let's go home again. I need my bow. I'm stupid. Right, I might get some ender. Right, let's pop that up there. I'll probably just start that from scratch, to be honest. Which isn't a problem, to be fair. Don't mind that at all. Right, so we're as ready as we're going to be. Oh no, we're not. We'll get the arrow out of our bag and all. In fact, we'll put up that in there and that in there to get it out of the way, and that. Right, F11. ETP. You're annoying me now, mate. Oh, sweet. Although he's probably, almost certainly, managed to drop his drops into the fire. I'm not going to get them back, which is a pain, but... well, it's not a huge issue, to be honest. But, yeah. Right. Okay. That's the other thing is, of course, that cobalt is not harvestable with a diamond pick. It is harvestable by this, though. Oh god, now where? Over there, right. Right, what I want to do is make sure he is over. Because I want that, because it's the only place to get it from. One of them! Hurrah! I've never had that much problem with these guys, and suddenly they're just all over the place. Right, so let's put that in. Oh no, we won't put it in the bag. We'll put it in instead of that, and we'll take that back out. Hopefully, oh no, it's actually retained the ones I wanted it for. Right, so F9. We'll just have a quick look at this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're actually going to put the point at the there. So basically what I want to do is get to that beacon, that close beacon, the 9494 beacon. Yeah, and then climb to as high up onto the map as I can. And I think I don't have a top surface for the... I could be wrong, I'm not certain. But I don't think we have a top surface for the... normally in these things you have... what's it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. That stuff. The black stuff that this bedrock. I call it scrith because it reminds me of the stuff that makes up the. Right, so that is the corner I want to be in. Bugger. Because that means I've got to get up there. Right, it's not a problem, it's just, it means I've got to go over here to get back up there. Because I've Floating on the lava is really good, but... Right, which way do I want to go? That way. Right, so that's alright. Right, now I just basically go as high as I can up this. It works, it's boring. The builder can work on a 512 by 512 by 256 area. Volume, I suppose it is, not an area, isn't it? Well, each chunk is 16 by 16, so 512 would be 8 of those. No, well, 4 of them would be 64. Oh, God knows. I'm not very good at maths. You might have recognised this fact by now. Right. Sorry, the thing is, I'm not very good at maths, yeah. But when I can't work something out, it annoys the hell out of me. No, not that. Let's do 512 divided by 16. It's 32. So it's 32 blocks. Sorry, 32 chunks by 32 chunks. And it's the full height of the map. So yeah, you could say it's got quite a lot that it could work on. Right, so we've got no upper limit to our ambition, so to speak. Not certain why I don't have any. Right, so now this will actually show me. It does 64 by 96 by 63, an offset of minus 31, 48 minus 32. Max area is 512 by 256 by 512. It costs 300 RF per tick per block. That's the base cost. If I were a rich man, no. If I had a I don't know. If I had an infuser and lots of stuff to infuse with, I could reduce the cost of running it. But I don't. So I won't. But this should produce... And the first thing I'm going to do when I get back to the overworld, and I'm going to go back to the overworld fairly quickly, is add... Right, so this is now in normal. I haven't turned it on because I haven't got a lever with me, so I have to go back to the overworld first. But if we put the support thing on it, it will actually show us the volume that it's going to remove, which is quite large, really. That's basically going to be a hole from here all the way up to where it should be bedrock, but isn't. Not certain why it's not bedrock. These are the support blocks that I couldn't see, and I can actually climb these, which is really quite cool. I'm sure there must be some use I can make of this, being able to climb them, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, I've got the storage filter in it, so I need to go back to the overworld. What I am going to do is, if I can work out how to do it. Right, overworld first. So F11, home. It would appear that that's something about coming home from it. We've got all of that. I bet we can't craft the only craftables yet. Now, the question is, will it come back if I put only craftables? So I just need to take something out of craftables and back into craftables. And I need to report that as a bug, probably. Well, I don't know if it is a bug or not, but it's annoying, isn't it? Right, so let's put the netherrack away, the cobblestone away, the gas tier away, the string, the wool, the more netherrack, then even more netherrack. And what I need is a void, because I have a box for my netherrack, but I really do not need any more than whatever to fill this up with. Stack limit 32. So that's all it's got in it. Just 32 stacks of netherrack. I'm never going to want more than that. In fact, I'm sort of tempted to take it out of there and put it into one of these. One of these that doesn't have any expansion thingies in it. That one's got... Oh, that's 4 times thingy, so that's 32 stacks. And that's what, 32, so I'm not going to gain anything by doing that. The thing is, I don't want to put it in one that I'll need to upgrade later. That's 8. Right, so let's get all of the netherrack out of there. And put it into... let's just put it back the way it was. Right, we've got a thing in there, so that's fine. So we will go to the... We will go back to the nether. Oh, we needed a lever. That's what we actually came back for. Okie dokie. ETP. Now, there we are, over there. Now, the thing, although it's not an issue, I suppose. The thing I'm thinking is, yeah, I've got power coming in here, but that is outside the chunk. And if this chunk, oh, that's no, it's not going to come. I've got a chunk loader there. I'm going to have a chunk loader in here somewhere. Get rid of that. And where's my chest? There's my chest. So we put the chest on top. Eventually this will fill up because the picking up system at home is not going to be fast enough. At which point it will slow down. But it's keeping track of it now. Don't know. Let's just grab some of this netherrack out of it and go to the corner and climb up to the surface and see where it's going, sort of thing. How it's doing, sort of thing. Might not be able to do this, but I'm hoping we can. Right. Right, where is the owl? F9 should be there. Oh dear. I was going to climb up there. I'm not going to climb up there now. Right then, so that solves that question. What we'll do is I've ascended a level, but I haven't. So Schweinhund. Right, let's try that. There we go. We're now on top of the map. Oh my golly gosh. You can set it to pump liquids, yeah, but I haven't. Costs more to do that. It does make the whole thing a bit more cool, I think. Not having netherrack up here. Tell you there's something I can do though. I could, if I wanted to. Place that. Let's have a look at the... and then we want the map, don't we? So that's the start of it. It's 4, so I really want to put the chunk loader about there. Oh no, wrong way. No, that's the right way. Right. I was going the wrong way. Because I'm stupid. Right, so... we will deal with that at some point, yes. Probably just going into... thingy. Now, I'm not going to do it quite like that, because if I do it quite like that, what will happen is I won't be able to get back to it because of the... I will have removed all of the... this is all going to go eventually. So, alright, so we know where we're going. We'll just go and dig back through down this corner instead. And hopefully not run into any lava. That works. It's running out of power. Run out of storage. It's possible that it's run out of power in the overworld, and the storage system is no longer storing it. Oh, we're way over the hour mark, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, I'm going to stop there basically. And no, it's still working there. Now it's running out of power down here. So what I need to do is, these are all empty. I need to work out why this is taking its power. No, this should be on a lower priority than the storage system for this precise reason. Yeah. Although what I might end up doing is having a separate one of those for the quarry. Might be a better way of doing it. That's 100 and 100. That's fine. But that's off completely now. No, it's not off completely. Right, let us take it off that one altogether. No, not that one. Insert priority 100. Yeah? Okay, this one, remove. Oh, you're not going to do that. Fair enough. Insert 100. Okay, that should be a bit better off, but it's not. It's still not getting enough power. How much power does it need, out of interest? 243, or is it just 43? And it's not. It's dark. It is dark. That's why. Let's go and sleep, and then I really need to end this episode and go to the shop and buy food and stuff. Hopefully that will ease things up a bit. But we'll see. Yeah, it's on. It's just because it was dark. What I'm probably going to end up doing is putting one of these down right next to this, so that this will feed into that, and then that will power that. Does it tell me how much it needs during the night? 243, so that's not too bad, is it, really? And I'm getting so much resources there. Right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the episode. I'm going to end the episode. I'm going to keep doing this for hours, and I've been playing for 16 weeks. All right, yeah. So that is the end of episode 33. I will be back with episode 34 in a little while. I think I'm going to go and find some breakfast before I do that, and I might end up going to the shop as well. I've got a letter to post and stuff, so we'll see. If not, anyway, I'll be back in a little while. So I don't know. What am I looking at there? Oh, that chest. Right. Cheerio.